All right, everybody, bring that energy, bring that hype for the very last run of the day today, because we're going all weekend. But give it up for LadyErianna and Phantasy Star 4 Profound Distortion 5-character boss hunt with classes. Got it. Please explain that category to me, LadyErianna, please.
Oh, should I, or should I just let everything just kind of play out?
Let everybody be extremely confused.
Everybody will be hype. Everybody will also be rickrolled because the person who rolled this seed is rickrolling me, and I am like, he said immediately, it's
Give
not
it
a bad
away.
seed, it's marathon friendly.
Give it away.
Give it away, give it away.
You're supposed to just rickroll them.
You know what? I was too busy laughing.
I mean,
It's
you'll
gonna
still
be,
get rickrolled.
yeah, everyone's gonna get rickrolled. I don't know what kind of delay there
Prepare
is.
yourselves. I hope you're ready, chat.
Oh,
Keep
there is quite a
confused.
delay on that. Be confused. Be very confused. All right. It's almost 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. Wait a second. I'll go golden earring on everybody. So, or is it 2 a.m.? Anyways, I am sorry. I'm not trying to delay anything. My name is LadyErianna. I'm playing Phantasy Star 4 Profound Distortion. This is the open world randomizer created by, I've heard some real cutie that is currently sitting here right now. Oh, wait, it's me. I am calling myself cute for some reason today because I'm contractually obligated to say that.
I mean, let's be honest. Chat's cute. You're cute. I'm cute. Everybody's cute here, except for the people who said that they're not cute. Nobody
Except
has
for
to be
the
cute unless they want to.
even the person who rolled the seed is clearly out for blood because he ran at Speedrun Ragnarok. I vetted his seed and I was out for blood. So we're gonna see how this goes. So this is an open world randomizer. If everybody knows Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, I designed this randomizer to be basically Sega's version of it. So it's very open world. You start with a party of 5 people. It can either be random or you can choose them. And in my case, I chose them because I'm going to give you the 4 best characters and some random guy. Uh, and that's basically how it's going to go. Um, so I apologize if I'm going to cough ahead of time as well. It is early. I am running on no coffee and just pure airy energy at this point. So
Do you have it? Do you have a nice drink there? Do you have a nice drink?
I
I don't
have
want you.
I have a mason jar full of water
That is
because that is how
look.
us.
Water is the nectar of the gods. Okay,
It
I
is,
love water.
especially when it comes to the mason jar, because that is how us maters do it. So, and I'm also wearing flannel. So, shout outs to any flannel lovers out there.
Shoutouts to flannel.
Shout outs to flannel. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this run started. I'll do my best to explain everything, but I do know, Sporadic, you have been taking serious notes here. You know everything about the game. You could beat this randomizer in under an hour. I am sure of it. First try.
Absolutely. I've
Absolutely.
never speedrun a game in my life, but I could definitely do that.
Oh, absolutely. I have 100% faith in you. You got this. So, anyways, countdown from 5. I feel like I was about ready to start the timer. I'm so used to that. All right, let's have fun,
Right.
everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start. So we start off in a random place, and we have the 4 best characters. And we have, oh my god, you gave me double droids. Okay, thank you, thank you, Cap. So basically, we start off with a team of 4 characters. I actually chose these 4 characters. These are the 4 girls. Alice, Demi, and speaking of, you were talking about the demisexual pride. I actually made sure of that, and I put Demi into the party. Demi is that little cute green droid that's in the middle. We do have some telepipes. I actually probably should check to see what my classes are. So rather than the normal classes that you actually have in the game, I actually have it so that characters can be assigned random classes. Each one has 3 possibilities, like Demi's a nurse. Normally in vanilla, Demi and Ren can't use techniques or be healed by them. In randomizer, they can. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, I do have escape status. I got a conjurer. Please tell me I got a tank. Brawler? Yeah, so I do have a tank. And okay, got a couple tanks, and we have a healer so Demi's our nurse, healer, we got an assassin. Okay, so this is a fairly balanced team. I'm gonna probably buy a telepipe or 2 though. And also we do have random items, like this one. Literally the item is called a man, and it's a miserable pile of secrets because I have to have a throwaway item because all the shops have a fixed number of items they can have in their inventory. And if I don't have enough items to put in there, then it's just going to... I need something to kind of throw away.
Just need to throw a man away in this game.
And so I have a list of like 100 items, and a
We
lot
have
of
a
them are
dumpster?
community. I think we do, because we do have one of our community members is actually dumpster player. Okay, there's a buff store. Okay, good, we got that. And so one of the random items is a man, and it's just a visual pile of secrets. So we have a bunch of community-driven items on that, just to kind of fill it. It's fun. It's a way for the community to interact.
Your community full of men you want to throw away, be honest.
I mean, we.
So, like, it's community driven. Okay, okay.
It is
the
very
community wants to throw a bunch of men away.
So yeah, they are. The thing is, though, because they cost 0, if they are in your inventory, you can't throw them away or sell them. I'm getting my.
Tell me about it. Oh wait, yeah. Are we still talking about the video game?
But yeah, we're talking about the video game. All right, so treasures are randomized. I think I stopped at talking about the team. We also have Kira, one of my favorite girls, and Rico, a favorite girl of everybody. So by exiting this dungeon, we got an arrow prism right off the bat. So we actually have access to the air castle. So the object of this game is we actually have to complete these 8 objectives. I can count. I swear. I have 8 bosses that I need to find in the wild, and by wild I mean dungeons, and I have to defeat them. Once I defeat all 8 of them, the final dungeon opens up and I can go right to the final boss. And you also might have noticed I have 2 items that I started with. One was the hydrofoil, which is that's basically the airship of this game. And that's, you actually don't have, oh, wow, I am really bad on my buttons today. I am pushing the wrong things. You have the ability to choose whether you want to start with the hydrofoil or not. Laser barrier, so that's actually a good buff item. And I'm kind of just going around collecting, getting some easy gear right now, hoping for some key items. And that's basically how you kind of open. You do what's called a space loop. The space ports are actually open from the very beginning, which is why you're seeing me on Rycross right now. Which is in vanilla of Rycross is a very late game spot. And but that particular dungeon doesn't have monsters anyway. However, you probably noticed that I put on an item on Alice called the Rappy Cap. That basically is an item that disables all encounters. It used to be in the early days of the randomizer that encounters you would either have to turn off on randomization and you would have them completely off, or leave them on. And it wasn't until RPG Limit Break, and I was watching Demarine and Silverfire play. They were playing Beyond Chaos. It was one of the Final Fantasy VI randomizers, and they showed me an item called the Moogle Charm. And I'm like, I'm not 100% familiar with Final Fantasy VI, and I'm like, is that the item that disables encounters? And they said, yes. I said, is it a percentage, or does it actually just fully disable it? And they said it fully disables as long as it's equipped. It's like, oh my god, I have an idea. So this is not actually an item that's in vanilla. I programmed the Rappy Cap when it's equipped to actually disable encounters, because I always wanted a toggle for encounters like what Free Enterprise has. So I was never able to do it because the game's compression on the code is actually really... I'm just the cage right there. I don't need to go fast. So I could not figure out how to do it programmatically, because the game... that is not where I need to go. I am rusty. We're going to have fun with this. The game's program is very compressed, and it's really not easy to crack. And there's not a lot of people out there that know the assembly code for the Sega Genesis. So I don't get a lot of help in terms of working on the code for that portion of it. Pulse Focus, so Ren's got an item. What I can do is very limited. I can't do sprite edits. I can do music edits, but that's really tricky. And so it's been quite a task to get a lot of these things done without completely breaking the game. In fact, the game has called me dummy on more than one occasion. And I have screen caps of that too, so...
Wait, what?
Yeah, the game literally just says dummy because it's trying to display some dummy text or something. And it just literally just says dummy, and I'm like, thanks,
Game
game.
gets really personal when you don't put the code right.
Really, I take this game really personally. So that's the way it's been. So yeah, and lately I've also found out that in this particular version of the randomizer, there's like a less than 1% chance that bad seeds can generate if you don't start with the hydrofoil. And by bad seeds is what I mean is key item locks that kind of just loop each other and lock each other that way. Oh, that's actually not bad. Right, so I'm looking for decent armor. So the I'll talk about the shop inventories right now. So shop inventories and chests actually are based on who is in your party. So what you actually get to see for the shops and whatever comes in the chest, they are only items that can be used by somebody in your party. So you may notice you're not going to see an axe in this seed. We have an axe wielder in the game, but not in this party, and that's Grizz. We all love Grizz. And there's an Amber Eye. I'm going to go ahead and use my telepipes and get over here. And I actually need to use my tracker because I am, like, really off my game right now. Let's see, I've been to not Karen, I've been to Kaderi, I've been...
Chat's like, Ari, doesn't Alice not have any late game weapons?
Oh, we'll have some late game weapons. So, Flannel Cat, we will have, so, there is, Alice is actually able to use all of Kira's weapons. Even in vanilla, if you were to hack the Laconia Slasher into the game, Alice can use it. The Moon Slasher, which is the strongest in the game, Alice can use it. So, even though I have Alice in this game, she can use even like the guard mail that Rika and Chaz can, which is the strongest armor in the game. And if she couldn't, I could make it work like that anyway. Oh, I love this rando too. If I didn't love this rando, I wouldn't be, running this so much. And by running it so much, I mean just trying to get as much hype for it as possible because the community's wonderful. We are actually in the planning stages of another tournament, which, in honor, I named it affectionately after the Rappy Cap. I'm calling it the Rappy Cup. And so, for those who don't know, Rappy is basically the chocobo of this game. They are chubby yellow birds, and they're adorable, and there's a call flute. So, a call flute's basically the alarm of the game, and it will allow me to instantly call up a battle. So that was wreckage. There's no bosses there, nothing I need to worry about. I'm still in the process of mostly just getting some key items.
Are we going to be able to see a Rappy in this run?
I hope so. Cap knows how much I adore the Rappy, especially since I changed the boss music of King Rappy. Another Amber Eye, so we got 2 of those. So a lot of items in this game I actually added into the game. So some of these actually don't exist. The Snow Crown doesn't actually exist in the game, but it does exist in previous games. The Amber Eye also being another item that is a callback to previous Phantasy Star games. In this particular game, Amber Eyes can be traded for ultimate armor, so the guard equipment, and they are traded at certain points in the game. And depending on what kind of armor I actually pull is going to depend on where I want to trade, what piece of gear I want to trade. So we're going to go into this place first, so we're going to have our first boss fight. And hope that it's not going to annihilate me. I hope it's not going to be a triplet fight, because those are fun, especially at level 1. And we'll see from there. Also, you can save anywhere in randomizer. So let's go ahead and...
I just want to say how much I appreciate the shortest sprite having to, like, walk extra.
I love... Demi is my favorite. I am hashtag Team Demi. We'll give her the Reflect Mail.
As a short person, I appreciate this, like, a lot. Having to do this in real life. People are like, wow, you walk fast! And I'm like, I have to keep up with all you freaking giants.
Wait for me, I has little legs. that is literally me. That was actually the name of my character in Final Fantasy 14 for a while. Was literally, I has little legs. You don't have anything right now. Elastic armor, I'm gonna give you cert gear.
People are like, wow, you walk fast! And it's like, well...
you kind of have to.
Walk fast to kill us behind, yeah.
In classes anyway, androids can equip shields. Ren can usually equip a little bit better, so our armor is okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we got. Illusionist. So we're gonna try and stun it first. It's only like 300 HP, but again, I'm at level 1. Oh, Rika does have double slash though. Stasis speed. We'll see if we can just stun it. Of course not. Thanks, game. So I am probably gonna, unless I can actually stun it or get some really good damage rolls on it, it's gonna kill me. So expect this to happen every now and then. I'm actually probably just gonna have to output pure damage just to get it down. In the meantime, let's go ahead and switch my order around a little bit. Alice, Kira, Demi, save again. And, oh yeah, we're gonna have a blast here today. We're gonna go double slash, attack.
I was definitely not expecting that boss from that sprite.
Nope. So, I can't change the sprites, unfortunately, so you're just gonna have to use your imagination. Come on, Rika, kill it, please. Okay, Flaylee's fine. Ren can take it. Demi! Wow, okay. So, we actually have reduced XP gain requirements. So, and we got the Silver Tusk, which is Rika's ultimate weapon. So Rika, weapon-wise right now, is really, really good. Okay, I got one more Highness in me. So that's not a boss that I need to face, and I need to mark that down. Where have I been? I have been... Not Strength, I've been there and there. Okay, we're good. Alice, I don't have enough for Ryuka. Do I have one more Telepipe? Oh, I do. Let's go ahead and use it. And... So at least one good thing about having the spaceships, the spaceports open, I get free heals. And so we got an early Silver Tusk. I'm actually going to try at this level to see what the Sandworm boss brings. And this is a really good XP spot. A Servant, that is actually one of my objectives. I think I might be able to actually spark it. It is a high strength, though. I don't think I'm going to have much other option. You got a Snow Crown, please. Yes, you do. Okay. And, wow, and there's a white. Nope, not a white. Okay, we're good. And it's a kill. Okay, good. So that's an insta-kill. We're good. And, yeah, that was a boss. That was an objective. And look at all the levels we actually get out of it. Because it actually is... we only need 20% of the experience we would need in vanilla. We actually get levels really quick. And a power shield, we'll take it. I actually also have to remember to re-equip the Rappy Cap when I don't want to get into encounters, because otherwise I'll get into an encounter. In a particular vehicle battle, it wouldn't have been too bad, but let's see. I gotta see who needs some armor though. Rika probably does. Everybody's... I did find Reflect, though. I do have 2. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go to Zeos for it and see what boss is there.
How do you feel about some donations right now?
Go right for it. I'm walking. I need a drink anyway.
Alright, well, Jason LaRose sent in $128, says, here's $64 for Point of Pride. Wait a minute. Donation error in your favor.
Heck yeah, we love to see that
so
card.
much, Jason LaRose. Oh my gosh, double the donations, it's a 2-cookie kind of day. That went towards unlocking our bonus game 1 Bomb Rush Cyberfun. We got another donation here from Blue Christo for $50, who says, yeehaw, trans rights. Can I get some trans rights in the chat?
Trans rights?
I'm
giving it to you anyway. Give me trans rights.
Both of those.
Give me trans rights or get my trans left. That's what I'm saying.
That's so good. Both of those went towards unlocking Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Y'all are doing such an amazing job. We are looking at $500 to unlock that. We are almost halfway there. Suddenly, we're at $233. Y'all are doing fantastic. Please keep those donations rolling in if you can afford to do so. Of course, and I do want to point out, we are creeping right up on $2,500 raised for Point of Pride. We're close.
We are getting close. All right, so so minor bosses can be insta-killed in most cases. There are some that can't be insta-killed, and so we did that. And Han is actually stuck. We got the Alcidian. We don't have anybody that can use it, but the Alcidian's actually a key item to get us into Anger Tower, which I'm not going to yet. Also, I need to think. Let's do this. I need to actually get Kira some armor right now, and I also want to get Demi some armor. Also, I did put Demi in back for two reasons. One, party order actually matters in Phantasy Star games. The odds of being attacked are increase, or the odds of being targeted increase when. Did I really not step? I did step in. Did I not get Malcolm? I'm gonna double check. I think I did. I just don't remember what it was because I didn't mark it. Okay, yes I did. Derp, I knew that. So basically, you want to put your more defensive, tanky people in front and the squishier people in back. Demi being a healer is very squishy, but also just kind of cute that it does have the wait for me, I has little legs type of thing going, and I just love it. I adore Demi. She very much gets a lot of flack in the Phantasy Star 4 community, whether it's vanilla or randomizer, because she's seen as a watered down Ren. But I think Ren is just a beefed up Demi. We're looking at a positive side. I forgot the Rappy Cap again, so we're just going to go ahead and do a vehicle fight. This is what happens when I forget the Rappy Cap, because I've really played like one game of this since I've implemented it. So we're going to go ahead. Did I get rid of it? I did get rid of it again. We're going to go ahead to check out another boss location right now. Another one that's really easy to kill, but also gives us a lot of experience. Also, we're going to pet the dog. This is Rocky. We love Rocky. If we pet him with an Amber Eye, he gives us a guard armor.
What?
Yeah, so we talked to Rocky with an Amber Eye. He gives us guard armor.
What a good dog! That kind of looks like a sheep. Not gonna lie.
He is best dog. With any luck, we'll get to pet the cat later too. So we will see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Kira the guard robe I just got. I'm gonna give Demi the guard armor because heck, Ren. You can stick with... Oh, actually, no, you can take the elastic armor right now, which is the second strongest armor. So we're going to give that. So the only armor... I really just need to get Rika some armor at this point, which I could probably just straight out buy. Alright, let's see what's here.
Took me this long to think of a sheepdog joke. Also, chat is hilarious tonight. Talking about that, double donation. They're like, I can't believe that donation crit.
It did crit. Alright, so we're gonna hopefully... Okay, we hit another one. That was Leviathan. Everybody, bye Leviathan. I'm getting...
Bye Leviathan.
Bye Leviathan. For some reason, Leviathan was just in an underground cave and gave us a lot of experience in the Silver Rod. So while we don't actually have a rod user in this game, a lot of the rods actually have secondary effects when used as an item. And the Silver Rod, it's not this way in vanilla, but in randomizer, it actually... If you actually use it, it actually casts basically what's called Guy Res, which is the mid-level heal. It's basically, and you can just use it infinitely. So
I was gonna say, when you use it as an item, do you lose it or you keep it?
Nope, you keep it.
That's good. Okay.
You do keep it. Did I make sure? Oh my god, Rappy Cat management. So since we're in the area, we're gonna go ahead and hit up the Ladea Tower. So I've got Mile Ranch done. I've got. That was... Why am I not doing this? Monson Fissure, I got Passageway, I'm at Ladea Tower now. Okay. Also, shoutouts to music, because reasons. This game has a really kickin' soundtrack. And so if there's time for more donations, I'm just walking up this tower looking cute at the same time. So let's... if we have any donations, now's a good time.
There is always time to talk about Point of Pride. You know, for Winter Pride 2023, we are raising money for Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization that specializes in different forms of direct support to trans folks, such as offering grants to cover gender-affirming surgery to trans folks who cannot afford it. They are just so incredibly cool. Please, every little donation counts. That is exactly how this marathon works. Even if you can only donate a single dollar, there are 115 people watching right now. That will be $115. Amazing.
Let's see. I need to think who okay, you're actually my fastest character, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually no. I believe Kira's got the laser barrier. You have a snow crown you can use right now. Please tell me you do. Yep, you do. I need a Swift Helm. I don't think I have anybody that actually can utilize Santa. So I'm going to try to get as many buffs out as possible. So we're using buff items at this particular level because they end up being a little bit stronger than normal. And I'm going to set up a couple macros and hope that they work. Actually, I'm going to be a little bit safe on that just because, again, I need to get a Swift Helm. Because right now I don't see anybody that can cast Santa, which is the agility buff, which is a really important buff to have. Alright, this is Lashik. This is actually one of the bosses I do need to face. So there's Laser Barrier that increases magic defense only in this version. So one thing I also want to say, we actually have random boss AI as well. So what they actually do is random compared to what they would do in vanilla. And that is... Oh, I do have Santa. Okay, Alice has it. This just shows how long it's been since I've actually played. So, Santa is going to basically give us a good agility boost. We want that. Rika has the Silver Tusk on, which actually has... Oh my god, this might hurt, this might hurt. That did hurt. I need to... So, this... Lashik's a major boss. This is a major boss location. This is one of the weaker spots for it, though. So I should be fine. I'm going to try to see if I can actually stun him in this particular case. I do have Sar. If he does another... And the thing is, Lashik only has AoE attacks, so I need to hope for, like, Thunder Halberd. But the thing is that Thunder Halberd's probably going to really wipe Demi and Ren, and there's another gate. Oh my god.
She keeps living up to that name, though. Look at that drip. I mean...
Yeah, and Rika's gone. I don't have a res, I think. Let's see how this goes. I do have a res, okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead, because you're dealing out the damage, I'm going to have you do it, and pray that Lashik uses Possession again. So, every enemy in the game has 8 potential attacks they can do. There's Reinforce, so he's basically buffing himself. He's at 25% HP at this point, and I believe at this point we just need to hit him as high as possible. Wow, Alice. Really good on that damage roll. If he uses another gate, if we don't get him down in time, like that, that's probably going to be a complete wipe. No, we just lost a couple. I do think I can get through this. He's weak to fire, so he takes 1.5 times damage to fire as well as light. Okay, he tried to possess Ren. Ren is immune to it. So, we just need to try and keep everybody alive long enough to get through them. And we did it. Alice is going to miss out on experience, but Demi is there. We got that. And there's our Swift Helm. I was just talking about that, too. I do need Alice alive, though, because Alice is my warper. So that was the
S4. It says dying, like, next to
it's dying. It's not even... It's not even gonna say it. You're just dying. So let's go ahead and go back to Kateri. I'm trying to think of my routing at this point. So I got 2 of my objectives done. Lashik was actually one of them as well. I could do... Let's see. I do need to get some armor for somebody. I'm hoping... Actually, I should be able to do that. Let's go ahead and go to Iato. I'm looking at my options right now as far as what I have open to me. And I don't have a lot open that I'm liking at the moment. So I'm trying to think of where the next best spot is. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's one expensive Reflect robe. Or excuse me, Reflect mail. So we're going to sell some stuff here because we got a lot of items to sell. And it's just going to be that for a little bit, hopefully getting enough money for that particular item. I also want to try and find a guard rod at some point in some fashion. Guard rod casts SAR, which is the AoE heal, and if we can actually get that, that'll really help Demi with her healing as well, because we'll have a secondary healer. Finding it may not be that easy. Also, it is buffed in this version of the randomizer, so it's a lot more valuable than it is in vanilla, which it's very valuable in vanilla. But it might not be necessarily valuable in randomizer, depending on what your team setup looks like. Actually, I think... I gotta think real quick, so if there are any donations, that would be a good time for that as well.
We do, in fact, have a donation from Bloopit for $20, who says, a bit of money for a wonderful cause and a great event. Cheers to y'all, less than 3. Thank you so much for that donation. That went towards the D4 DJ Easter Egg song showcase. We are still looking at, we need $250 to unlock that, and we're $20 into it now. Very first donation towards that one. Thank you so much. So $230 more. Of course, we are creeping ever closer. We are less than $70 away from raising $2,500 for Point of Pride. I'm super hyped. I hope we can do it by the end of this run. I would love to see it.
So I opted for not the armor for Rika this time. I actually opted for the guard rod that I was able to find there. Let's see. I think next logical spot would be I could... Actually, let's go to Rappy Cave. I think that's actually a good spot. So we're going to go ahead and...
Do we get to see Rappy's Rappy Cave? I'm really invested.
We get to see Rappy, but I don't know if it's actually going to be Rappy, the King Rappy. I'm hoping we do get to see King Rappy in this seed. Cap knows I love King Rappy. So, by all means, he should know that this is what I want. This is what the fans want. But we will get to see the King Rappy sprite. We just might not get to face him. Unless this game isn't randomized. Because sometimes it happens where you get the boss in the vanilla location and you say, is this even randomized? So that's King Rappy. He's Chunky Burb. Actually, you know what might help if I actually put a helmet on Rika. Alright, let's see. We get Zio. Oh, and I can't fight Zio. I don't have an item to... I hope I just saved. I hope I saved.
You did too. I really hope you did too.
I did. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. So I can't fight Zio.
It's got deedly bobbers.
Yeah, I don't have a crystal. I can get one if I really wanted. And the thing is, that's actually a really good spot for Zio to be in. So every spot in the game, actually has. They have their basically the stats carry from boss to boss based on location. So that location actually has Rappy King stats, but Zio deals mostly in magical damage. Rappy King is basically physical damage. So that's going to be an easy fight. So we're going to go here to the former cake shop. This is the crystal shop. I'm going to buy a crystal. It's expensive, but that's going to let me defeat Zio.
It's like, were you expecting the Rappy King? Well, it's me, Zio!
You were expecting the Rappy King, but it was me, Zio. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to Zio, and oh my god, I forgot to equip the Rappy cap again. Gosh darn it, game! Whose idea was it to put the Rappy cap in the game? I swear. It's kind of making my life a little more hectic because I don't remember this. That's probably why I haven't played this in a while. No, I haven't played this in a while because I've just been busy. It's been very busy for me.
It's a very busy time of year.
It is a very busy time of year, and I'll fight anyone who tries to tell me otherwise. just like I will fight anybody who says red is superior to Demi. Because we are hashtag Team Demi here.
All right, shots are being fired.
So the reason we actually
hopefully a Zio.
Yeah. So the reason we actually need the crystal here, we don't have the Psycho Wand, which is the vanilla version, or the vanilla item that you need to actually to actually defeat him, which lowers his magic barrier. So he actually gives you a turn to do in vanilla, which he does here as well. The crystal is basically the item to say, hey, you don't have the Psycho Wand, which it is in this, even though we don't have a rod user, because it opens up a dungeon. The crystal is there to do the same thing. So
Theo even has a stand. I can't handle this.
He has a what? Did you say a stand? For a second I thought, like, wait a second, what kind of stand are you talking about? I don't see him with an end table, if that's what you're talking about. So you're gonna see Zio is not gonna be doing a lot of damage here.
Tasteful piece of furniture.
A very tasteful piece of furniture. So he summons Dark Force, which is his god, and he's the one who wants to rain destruction on with everybody. But he's in Rappy Cave. His stats scale with the Rappy King, but his magic is all, it's all based off magic, off the mental stat. So it's not scaling well at all, which is why he's not doing a ton of damage. This fight's gonna be over really quick. Zio is one of my objectives, which is why I decided to do it now. And we're just gonna mull over him. So there is something also to mention in this game. There are a lot of elements in this game, and it doesn't tell you in vanilla. But certain items, certain weapons actually carry certain elements to them, and knowing what item does what is actually beneficial to being able to kill them quickly. And so one of the best elements in the game that you can have is what is known as light. There are in vanilla, there are 3 weapons in the game that actually have the light element: the Alcidian, the Psycho Wand, and the Silver Tusk. Well, I wanted to be nice, and I wanted to give every character the ability to have a light-based item so they can actually do some physical damage. So the Victor Axe, which is a remodel from the Defeat Axe for Grizz, the Moon Slasher, the Photon Eraser, all also have that ability. And I am bad today, because I forgot to be with the Rappy Capture.
Space roaches!
So, yeah, every enemy in the game will take full damage to Light Elemental, at the very least. Some of them are also very weak to Light Elemental, but nobody will actually have resistance to it. So it is a very valuable element to have, and especially for dual wielders. Dual wielders, if they wield weapons of 2 different elements, so if they have a laser-based and a light-based, and the laser base ends up doing more damage, it's actually going to take whichever one's going to deal more damage, and it's going to use that multiplier. So dual wielders get that distinct advantage of being able to wield 2 different elements and still basically get twice the amount of bonus. It's not additive, but depending on who they're fighting. Like if they're fighting a machine, machines are weak to thunder, but they are not none of them are actually weak to light. So, because they're weak to thunder, if one of my slasher users, which I probably should get Alice some weapons because she's not doing much damage at all. I thought I had a laser slasher. No, I guess I don't. She's actually on her initial weapons because I haven't found any yet. If the machines would actually take more damage to the thunder weapon than they would the light-based weapon. So it's you want to balance that out sometimes and just have off elements on hand. I should be fine here. I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple healing macros. So that means I can go ahead and use Gisar, Double Slash, Boy. That means I can go ahead and use Guy Res, Double Slash, Attack, Boy. And so we got a couple of those set up. I'm going to go ahead with as well. The thing is, I probably actually should have got the Storm Gear for her agility. Is a little low right now, but we are at 27, so she actually should be fine here. Demi, excuse me. Get that. You're going to use the Snow Crown. You're going to use Sanner. You're going to use Power Shield to boost your attack power, and Ren is just going to try to look pretty, even though he can't really do much. Corrosion. Why not? Because that's all he can really do. His particular class is basically, he has all the insta-kill abilities that he can use, and that snow crown back on you, please. Alright, let's see what's here. So this is another major boss location. This is Dave Vires. This is actually one of our objectives as well. So I'm happy about that. I actually don't need to cast Barrier on here because he doesn't use any magical attacks. But because the macro's set up in such a way, that's going to do 1 damage because he's immune to the physical element, and that really hurt. So I'm going to just try and go... Nafe Void's not going to do anything either. This is actually a bad macro for this setup, but you're not going to do any damage. Do you actually have... No, you only have that. I don't like this setup. So neither... I might be able to Moon Shadow you. Let's see. Handle will actually work. So, I kind of have to be careful here a little bit because this place is actually... Oh, I stunned it. Okay, good. Now do I want to stun and run? That's the other thing I can do is what's known as stun and run. And that's not going to work. But I can try to just whittle it down damage-wise and hope I do things here. So, I'm able to stun it, thankfully. And if it's stunned, then it's not getting its turn. The thing about Dave Vires is that if you attack it with a skill or a technique, he actually counters 100% of the time with Disrupt Arm. And we don't want to see that because, as you can see, it really hurt. I might be able to still out-heal it, especially since I do have the Guard Rod. I forgot I had that. I could run right here. So if you actually face a stunned enemy, you can run from it. And the battle ends, but you still get the reward, or the item reward, but you miss out on experience. So we'll have you heal. So this is a very high physical area, and Dave Vires is the most physically gifted boss that you can take on. So I'm just going to have you defend because you're not going to be able to do much. We're going to rely mostly on Rika to do the damage here because she actually does. She boosted herself with Power Shield. Ren and Demi are not going to be able to hit too much. But it's our best option right now because Dave Vires is strong to physical damage, the physical element, excuse me, which I can't use the wind attacks for. It's also strong to fire, which is what Kira's been using in here. She doesn't have any other abilities except for Tandle, which is thunder. Wow, this is actually a really long stun. He's not coming out of it. So we're just getting some free hits on him. Don't try and do this in vanilla. It does not work. I'm just nice, and I programmed it so that we can do that. There's the plate key, so I have access to the plate system now. So plate key plus where was I? This was current, excuse me. So if I was more awake, I faded Tono. I just realized. Oh, I'm gonna regret that, aren't I? I am so gonna regret that.
Are you?
I probably am. So Tono is a town that nobody likes to visit because it's you have to go through a cave to get there, and it's out of the way. I usually am not on hashtag Fade Tono or Team Fade Tono, but there's a lot of people that don't, and they end up regretting it. And I have a feeling, especially knowing Cap as I do, the person who rolled this seed. I just feel that this is gonna be something that he's doing to me. Oh my god, I forgot these guys. Oh, I know what the problem is, why you're not dead yet. You are a boss. You are a boss, and that's why you're not dead yet. So that actually could be beneficial. So, normal enemies can be minor bosses in this game. And if they are, they get the stats of that boss as well as the XP and money from it as well. If it's one that you can find in the wild and you fight it, you don't get credit for an objective, but you still get all that reward. So you can actually grind out bosses in the wild to get a ton of experience if you know where to look. So I'm guessing that boss is it's a minor boss location. It's not here, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and insta-kill this thing. We have a few insta-kill options. So actually, Fanbite is one of my objectives as well. So that was Anger Tower. And we got the Valhalla key now. So we have access to Valhalla for it. I do have a power shield. I'm just looking at I do have a guard rod. Okay, so I'm missing still a few key items, but So we have access to Valhalla 4, and we're actually making we got only 3 more to go as far as objectives go. We still have to fight Rephase, we still need to fight, and I keep forgetting, wow. I keep forgetting to put on that Rappy Cap. We still have to fight Rephase, we still have to fight Dark Force 2, which I am praying is not here. This is the worst place for Dark Force 2 to be. And I
mean, you had to say something.
I did. I jinxed myself. Okay, this is also the worst place for Rephase to be. Because both Dark Force 2 and Rephase, all of their abilities scale off mental, and this is one of the highest mental stat spots in the game. And...
Wait, so 2 out of the 3 bosses that are your goal, you don't actually want to encounter?
No, I don't want to, and the reason I'm going here is because I'm also looking for an Ice Digger, because I'm running out of spots I can actually go. And knowing Cap, I have a hat trick seed. Okay, so this isn't Dark Force 2, this is Dark Force 1. So I'm not too worried about this, because a lot of his attacks scale with attack power. This does have a high attack power spot, but not nearly as bad as, Strength Tower, which I'm going to go to as well. And the reason I'm clearing these up is because I'm already on right cross. I don't want to come back. And we're just going to go ahead and use a healing macro at this point and just kind of go with the flow here. Reek is going to do a ton of damage because Dark Force 1 actually takes double damage to the light element. And which is why in vanilla, if you actually equip the Psycho Wand on either Rune or Raja, they can actually do a ton of damage to him. It's just with physical attacks. I mean, when I say ton, as much as a spellcaster can do with a physical attack. Yeah, this is probably the best thing I could actually ask for in Courage Tower.
I'm telling you, it's a 2-cookie kind of day. I was gonna say it ahead of time, but I didn't want to jinx you.
Oh, so you better not jinx me with that. Do not jinx me with...
You were the one who said it first. I didn't say it.
What I said was, well, Syl over here is saying Rephase or Dark Force 2 at Soldiers. If I know Cap, this is a hat trick seed, but the thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a hat trick seed because I have 2 major bosses and 1 minor boss left. So in that, it doesn't necessarily have to be a hat trick seed. And what we call a hat trick seed in the community is a seed that requires you to go to the 3 worst locations in the game, which is Soldier's Temple, Air Castle, and Geruber Tower. Nobody likes going to those places. And any
so what
seed
you're
that
saying
requires...
is you're going to be going to those places?
I'm probably not. Oh, I can't go to Geruber Tower right now because I don't have the Ice Digger.
I gotta say, I really wasn't expecting those, like, shoulder guns. I wasn't expecting a guy with no arms to take us to the gun show, but here we are.
No one ever expects the shoulder guns. Just like the Spanish Inquisition, no one expects it. So let's see, we get 2 chests here. I'm going to open them because I'm still hoping for some decent armor for Rika. We get the Alshling, which is another key item to get into a couple dungeons. Which we may or may not go to, depending. I'm kind of checking spots where I have bosses right now. Before I actually go into other places that don't have bosses. So we're going to go ahead. Do I still have Rappy Cap equipped? No, okay, we're fine. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Strength Tower and climb that right now. If we have anything more to say, now would be a good time to do that.
Oh, you know me. I always have tons of things to say.
Oh, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Y'all, this is Winter Pride 2023 running all this weekend. If you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Cohost, Blue Sky, or Kind.social, which is Mastodon, or by joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in the chat.
All right, so this is where Davars normally is. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got the triplets. Actually, this is a... Wow, okay, thank you. Oh, that's a light... Your thunder base attack, and red is weak to thunder, so that's why he took so much damage. That being said, this is actually probably the best thing I can actually have going for me in here, because this is a very magic-heavy team, and we this is a very not magic heavy spot to be in. So all of their attacks except for their physical attack is going to not do anything. And the best thing is this particular boss has a mechanic that if you hit all three with one attack, all three are going to use a combination attack known as Thunder Blast, and they're going to hit everybody at once. It's a really strong ability that you don't like to see in vanilla, but because there is like no mental in this spot, none of their abilities are scaling, and so they're doing the lowest damage possible. And so we're just kind of going to try and take all of them down at once. They are not a requirement here, but again, I'm still looking for some items. So we're going to try and hit them with AoE. And as I remind myself, Alice is still on 2 normal slashes. I have not upgraded her weapons yet. And she's still doing like 50-60 damage, which isn't much. She has her class is assassin, so she actually has a high chance to crit. But you don't have any. Oh, you have the Pulse Vulcan though, so you're fine. So she, because she has a high chance to crit, I want her to be able to have some weapons. And I'm hoping I can find the Moon Slasher soon, because that will really boost her, even if I only have 1 slasher on her. The one problem about this spot, though, is it's also very high in HP. So I am struggling a little bit to get them down at once, but they should be almost down. They're not a requirement for this seed, but whatever they hold here, it actually might be required. And all 3 go down at once.
There we go.
And we get 3 chests out of this one. Only one of them is actually an incentivized chest, which is this one, and it's an Amber Eye, which actually is what I want to see. The reason I want to see that is I can actually go ahead and get Rika some armor now without actually having to buy it. So spending the money on the Guard Rod actually was the best play there. We're gonna go ahead and heal. We are done with Raycross. We've cleared every dungeon here. We don't need to come back. I'm going to actually go back to Matavia because I still can't access anything in... I can't access anything in Dazorus yet because I don't have the Ice Digger. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the town of Tarinko. Tarinko you can only access with the Hydrofoil. But... and this is close to where the Rappy Cave was. But at the very back is a trade sequence. Person for the Amber Eye, because we did get another Amber Eye, so I'm going to go ahead and utilize it. There's a sick kid in this house back here, and this is a kid that's in one of the side quests you can do. You talk to him, he's in bed, he gives you armor, and we're going to go ahead and give that... let's see, I'm actually going to give that to Rika. So, because I keep forgetting to take the Rappy Cap off of her. So I think my next spot, I'm going to go ahead and do Valhalla for, because it is a minor boss location, so I still could fight Juza in there, which would be an easy fight. I'm trying to think, I've got 3 boss locations left, so if there's not for minor bosses, so if it's not here, I think Air Castle is my next play. So... I do have the Rappy Cap equipped still. I keep forgetting to do that. So yeah, Syl makes a good point. The triplets that we just fought in Strike Tower, in Vanilla, we always call them the Riplets, because that's actually kind of a choke point for a lot of speedrunners. That they just get outturned and annihilated by the triplets. And the Air Castle is a long dungeon, so nobody likes to just die to the triplets in Vanilla. Again, the game, the randomizer is a lot more forgiving and a lot more fast-paced. Because you can save anywhere, and you can avoid encounters if you have the Rappy Cap. If you opt not to start with a Rappy Cap, they can be bought, and they also can be found. But because I wanted that item to have that item in there, I kept it, and I programmed it, and eventually I got it to work. So this is not a great fight. We're gonna go ahead and try and get as many kills as possible, though. I don't think I have any other... So these can be insta-killed. Evidently not with that, though. Wow, please stop hurting Demi. Wow, okay. You don't want to be killed. You don't even want to be stunned. Okay, okay. I see how you are, game. We're just gonna we're just gonna flat out defeat you then. How's that sound? Sounds great, doesn't it? Sander, we're gonna go ahead and
Revenge!
Revenge. They don't want to be insta-kill today. So we're just... Rika's still gonna do a ton of damage to that because right now Rika's godlike. As long as she doesn't get death spelled, which I was afraid that was gonna happen there. Because that would basically take her right out of the fight. And that's done. So Valhal's done. And there's, speaking of Rappy Cap, there we go. There's a Rappy Cap. So I'm going to save here before I use the Arrow Prism. Reason being is sometimes the Arrow Prism crashes the game like this. There's not necessarily a crash, but if you use the Arrow Prism, it can basically take like 2 minutes for it to load. So I always say before you use it, save, and reset, and when you reset, use the Arrow Prism, it always works. I was going to say, please don't prove me wrong, and the one time that I say it. So normally you have to fly to the air castle in vanilla. However, because I've got Rycross open and basically all flight locations, the game only allows for 4 spots at one time to be flown to. And I couldn't make it so that you can fly to the air castle. So I said, let's make it so, and if you use an item, it will teleport you there. In the first Phantasy Star, in order to get to the air castle, you actually need the Arrow Prism to reveal it. So I said, let's kind of connect that lore together. So the Arrow Prism now takes you to the air castle. Where in the vanilla Phantasy Star 4, the Arrow Prism is just a plot item that reveals the world of Rycross. So, quite a few callbacks to other Phantasy Star games. Like the Call Flute is actually a call to Phantasy Star Gaiden for the Game Gear, which is actually, there actually is an item in there called the Call Flute, and it does what it does in this game, and it infinitely just calls battles. This is not a fight I want to see either, and this is not a nasty fight.
I am shocked that we saw sprites of triplets and now we're seeing triplets.
Yeah, we're seeing triplets again. So I'm probably going to just, rather than waste a lot here, I'm probably going to have Alice just try and kill them. This actually did hurt. Okay, so I'm going to reset that one. So these are, generally their abilities are weaker, but because we also do have randomized abilities, they have a larger pool to pull from. So I'm going to buff everybody up except for, we do have a Swift Helm though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is actually a spot where instant death abilities are really not, they don't get hit very easily because most instant death abilities, the save for it is the enemies, either their mental stat or their strength, depending on what kind. So because this is a high mental spot, a lot of instant death abilities do not work here. That is not what I want to cast, but it'll work. However, there are 2 abilities in the game that the save for the instant death is agility. One of those happens to be death. So because this is a low agility spot, Alice's death just hits, and we can clean this out. So we're going to go ahead and go back. That was not what I wanted, but so I'm going to do a full clear of this dungeon anyway, because there actually is one more boss here, and it is a major boss, and I'm not worried about either of them, but we're starting to get into some spots where they're going to start hitting harder. After Air Castle, I've only got one more option as far as bosses available to me, and that's Soldier's Island, and that, of course, is... So if there's not a major boss here, then I know this is a hat trick seed. Especially if the Ice Digger's here. Because I've only got 2 spots left where there can be a major boss. I actually know where my last objectives are, I just need to have the items to get to them. Because there's the only places I have left where there can be a minor boss would be the Climate Center. And I need the Ice Digger to get there. After this, if this doesn't have one of the bosses I need for my last 2 major bosses, the only 2 major boss locations I have... Actually, no, there's still one more. There's still 3 spots. There's Soldier's Island, there's Nervous, and there's Garubert Tower. Which I need, in order to get into Nervous, I need the Psycho Wand. In order to get into Garubert Tower, I need the Eclipse Torch, which I already have. But I also need the Ice Digger. So I'm hoping one of the key items is here. I'm hoping one of the bosses is here. So this dungeon is actually a callback to the first Phantasy Star game, because this part of the air castle is actually designed just like the it's designed to resemble and actually look like the air castle dungeon in Phantasy Star 1. Phantasy Star 4 does a really good job with throwbacks to the first 3 games. Well, okay, the first 2 with 1 to 3, because for some reason nobody likes the third one. I like the third Phantasy Star. It's quirky. I love it. But we are almost at the boss here, so let's go ahead and save.
I was gonna say, you're not kidding. This is a big dungeon.
This is a dungeon nobody likes to go to. This is the largest dungeon in the game. There's an amber eye, so I will probably pet the dog one more time. Because why not? We will pet dogs here. There's Dark Falls. So this is a boss that I added into the game. So there is in the final dungeon there is a boss there is a random encounter, that has a name I will not repeat. However, he's basically, this model resembles Dark Falls from the first Phantasy Star, so I just renamed him and put him as a boss. We're gonna go ahead and try this. I should be able to spark them. No, I can't death them because they're machines, but I can explode them. So we're going to try and deal as much damage as possible to the center boss. Rika should be able to do a ton of damage. There's one of the satellite minions gone. The minions have, I think, 80% of the boss's health. So we get the minions down with instant death abilities, thankfully, and now we can just focus on this boss. So this boss only has single target attacks, and most likely it's going to miss because we did have we did increase agility. So that agility actually does 2 things. Native agility that you can actually get in items will actually increase your defense stat. If you buff it though, it will only increase your agility. The other thing it does is it actually increases your evasion, and that is something we like to see. Increased evasion is very nice, especially for physical attacks. So Alice can do a little bit of damage. I'm actually hoping for a combo attack here between Kira's Nayfoy and Alice's Nayzan to create a Firestorm. If I were to actually set up a macro for it, it actually would be working better, but I didn't do that. Yes, there will be more dog petting. I am going to do that just because,
Strategic dog petting.
The strategic dog petting. We pet the dog, we get armor. Yes, that is how this game works. That is, if you don't like it, you can blame the creator of this franchise. That would be me. And if you don't like it, you can tell it right to my face, gosh darn it.
I mean, I like to think of it as like the dog is out there digging up armor or something. Like,
well, if I get the ice digger, I will pet the cat, even if I don't need to go to this scale, because I will pet the cat.
I feel like these need to be incentives.
These should be incentives, but this is 3 o'clock in the morning. We're almost at 4 o'clock. The sun's gonna be coming up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in the future, for all the other marathons you'll be getting this run into, which I know there will be many.
But the thing is, I may be required to because I need the armor from that. And Dark Falls goes
You're
down.
like, incentive and schmetive. I need to pet the cat.
Graphite. Okay, so Air Castle was a complete bust. Wow, Captain really just trolled me with that.
What
Got
about...
into my head that I would be thinking that Air Castle would be required because that is something that he made Tono required. I almost bet you now that the Ice Stinker's in Tono. I'm gonna go do Tono.
I was wondering about Tono. I was about to ask.
We say oh no to Tono.
How do you feel about a dono?
I love donos. Let's go ahead and do that.
Alright, well we have an extremely strategic dono from an anonymous donor here for $37. I'm gonna do my best here. We're no strangers to porn and pride. You know this cause is good and so do I. And that donation went towards our Bomb Rush Cyberpunk Unlock incentive. Thank you so much to anonymous donor. Of course, if you take a look at the total, it's looking pretty nice right now.
Very nice.
That's right. That's right. We're sitting at $2,469 raised for Point of Pride. Of course, you can make it even nicer and get us to $2,500 before the end of this run. We have about 30 minutes left. I think we could do it.
Very nice.
30 minutes for $31. Oh, so close. All right,
Hopefully,
so
anyway. We'll see. Well, if all goes well, and
if all goes well,
all goes well. So I decided to do Soldier's Island first before Tono because there's actually a boss here. I have a feeling it's going to be rephase. I am going to be scared if it is, but that's why I got the armor first. I'm going to grab this chest. It's a Shadow Claw. Interesting. Anyways, excuse me. I have a feeling it's gonna be dead here. I'm just gonna die. There is either Dark Force 2 or rephase here, because Silver Hedgehog there called it, because that's what he does. However, there are 2 key items here, one from the boss and one inside the temple, so I have a good chance of getting what I need. Excuse me, you need the Snow Crown right now. I'm just checking everybody's gear right now. Do I have anything better I can put on your head? No, of course not. I gotta think. I'm gonna do this. No, I don't want to give you the power shield. I'll give you a graphite shield, though. Any extra defense right now? You have the laser slasher. What the? Oh my god. I knew something was wrong.
There was a laser slasher. It's just in the wrong place for like the last.
It was in the wrong person for the entire game. I'm like, oh my god. All right. I'm actually gonna give you the stun shot here because I might be able to.
I mean, at least you were correct about there being a laser slasher. You weren't wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Alice, since your attack's a little bit on the weaker side right now, but you should be faster. I'm actually gonna have you be my guard rod user. I'm gonna have Demi use that. You're gonna double slash attack and Mayfoy. All right, save. Let's see Dark Force 2. No one's Salus, which is just as bad, but it's not a boss that I need. Oh my god. Okay, Cap, you got into my head today. Congratulations. You got into my head. So that means that the last 2 bosses are in Nervous. The last 2 major bosses I have are in Nervous and Garuber Tower, which I'm not really concerned about.
I'm sorry,
I just need to get
place
there.
named Nervous?
There is a place named Nervous.
This game was meant for me.
Oh,
I like that all these bosses are like elemental too. There are a lot of them.
Yeah, and I just remembered that macro is actually not going to be any good. And I also, so if I attack physically with any character here, they will, or Salus will counter with Legion, and that is a really strong ability. I don't want to see it, so I need to kind of strategically place how I'm doing things. And at the same time, I need to make sure I'm not taking a lot of damage. I haven't even seen a single ring yet, which is really concerning for me. Rings are the strongest helmets in the game, and they also offer elemental resistances. And so I am doing my best. No, that is not going to do anything for you. Can I actually just do a stun here? Because I'm not going to lie. If I can stun and run this boss, I'm going to, but I don't think I can. That's the thing, because it's got a really high mental stat. Soldier's Temple is dangerous because it's got the highest HP total, it's got the highest mental, it's got the highest attack power. Any boss that goes here is dangerous, and it also takes the longest to kill. So it's heavy on resources. It's not a fun fight. If I fail here, I can try to fade it and hope that I don't. Oh, are you kidding me? So in Vanilla, it can actually not use Mind Blast. However, I don't have a way to awaken them either. Do I? Wait, Alice has. You have Vision. That'll work. No, it doesn't work. Wow, I thought Vision worked. Medical powers won't work. Oh my god, it's just it's just use Leech. Oh my god, please, Rika, wake up! Wake up, girl! You don't do this to me. I need you to hit things. Oh my god, why did I defend you? Please? Thank you, Rika. I need you to deal damage. I need you to deal damage like really bad. Guard Rock. And...
Characters sleep like really hard in this game. They can get like they can get hit really hard and they stay asleep.
Yeah. Oh my god. And the thing is, being put to sleep's also not good either, because what it does is if you have any agility buffs, it takes those away. So it basically resets your character's... I did power shield you. Why are you hitting so low? It does reset their agility back to their base level. Bye, Kira. Oh my god. This is going as sideways as possible. Rod, you do have regen. Wow, you outturned Alice. That is impressive, Demi. I'm... In theory, if this fails, I do have a backup strategy, but I have to go back to town and get another guard rod. And that basically just requires me to macro something out. It actually might be quicker just to do that anyway, get a second guard rod. That way I'm not using up Demi's techniques. The thing is I'm not able to do a lot of damage right now, and I think... You know what, I'm just going to reset it. This is actually going to take way too long if I do it right now. So, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to Tono, because that's what people want to see. And
people want Tono.
People want Tono.
The people demand it.
The people do demand it. I also have access to Birth Valley and Bioplant as well.
People is the person who made this seed.
Yeah, basically. No, I don't want to. Okay, I do want to see Tono, but as you can see, Tono is... this is Valley Make. Rappy Cap, Airy, Rappy Cap. Oh my god. Okay, Rappy Cap. We love Rappies. And Love Rappy is actually an enemy in Phantasy Star Online. And they're pink. Oh, I hear the door opening. That means we have cat sighting here. Unfortunately, I'm not on camera, so we don't have... It's Taco Cat. It is my Taco Cat. So, there's a motor ring. So that's a fire-resistant ring that increases agility. Nobody here is weak to fire, but that is a good one to put on Demi. Oh, actually, no. Just for the agility, I'd probably give it to Kira, maybe? I'm not sure who I'd give it to right now. But we finally have a ring. I haven't seen a ring all game. I mean, I liked it. I should have put a ring on it, but I really need to... I really need to get... Oh my god, I can't even buy myself a weapon. Good lord. What was I talking about? Was it the length of Tono? Reflect mail. Wow, I really should have come here first. Motor ring. I am going to curse out loud if the Ice Digger is here. And by curse, I'm going to just say curse you, Cap, for doing this. Oh, I was talking about the cat.
Acceptable curse.
I was talking about the cat that just threw my door to my office wide open. So my girlfriend, Ghost Queen, she has 3 cats, and one of them, his full name is Nacho Taco Cat Barrington the First, or Taco Bar, and he's an adorable orange cat.
Nacho Taco.
Moon Slasher. Okay, I'm not complaining. I didn't need it, but I'm not complaining because that's going to give Alice a huge attack boost. He's in my head now. He is in my head right now. So we got Valley Maze and Tono done. We're gonna just go ahead and do this dungeon right now as well. This is gonna it's looking like it wants to be a Hundo Seed. And Hundo Seeds are kind of common in this game. It's basically just doing every dungeon and every objective in the game. So we use the All-Shling. We do get that little animated cutscene. Turn everybody here to not stone. I do want to check for more weapons, though. I really need to get something into Alice for a weapon. I'll take Thunder Slasher. That's a good backup. Or that's a good offhand weapon, because it's a Thunder Element. Not in Vanilla, that is something I did add. So she's got a Thunder Element now, which would be great against machine enemies. And she also has Light Element, which is going to be great against everything else I'm facing, basically. So we're going to go ahead and check out Bioplant. Going to get some really kickin' music, because... that's the way this game goes. And yeah, well, it's basically not a lot to say at this point. If you have something to add in, I don't right cross ring. I'm getting all the rings now. If you have something to add, go right for it.
Yep, I want to remind everybody that we're raising money for Point of Pride, which is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization. They've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100 plus countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. The money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as free chest binders, which provides chest binders, which are specially designed compression garments to trans people who cannot otherwise afford or safely obtain them. And it's just so important because I can't tell you how many things I've seen about people binding incorrectly and really hurting themselves. You can hurt yourself really badly without a proper binder. And so it's just such a wonderful charity. It helps so many people out in so many different ways. Please do get those donations in if you're able to afford to do so.
Absolutely. And I have a couple of friends who definitely struggled with obtaining a binder safely and without outing themselves as well, and Point of Pride is a good place for that. And I get 2 more rings. All the rings are finally coming out here. That was Bioplant and Birth Valley. I have plate system left I can still do. Let's go ahead and go to Monson. This is where I need to go for this one. And we're just walking more. So while I'm walking, everybody, how's your night going? It's 4 a.m. Here on East Coast. It is really cold. I'm hoping everybody's doing well today. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, today? I hope you're not too cold, actually. Hope you're cozy. Get that cat on your lap or something.
No, he just opened the door and walked away. That's what Taco's a bit of a jerk like that.
That's very cat.
That is a very cat thing.
Cat's like, did you want this door closed?
Yeah,
all right, bye.
It's like, hey, let me open this door so I can see you for 1 second and walk away. Oh, Taco Cat.
What is the love? Well, I could also remind everybody that we have all kinds of amazing merch this time around. In fact, our very own Scala Kitty has created some amazing designs you can purchase for yourself and support Point of Pride at the same time. If you type !merch in chat, you can get the link to the Bonfire store to take home some of your own loot today. Seriously, the stuff that we have this time is really cool. And not only can you get shirts, you can get mugs, you can get tote bags. They're really awesome. There's such a variety of things. Please go check it out if you haven't done so already. Get yourself something cute.
Awesome. So again, this is Commodore Canadian 64 being in my head at this point. That the Ice Digger was in plate system, so I can clear out 2 of the bosses right now. However, I did promise that we were going to pet the cat, and I'm still looking for one item, and I still need the Psycho one because the last boss is in Nervous.
In the game, because Nacho Cat has taken off.
Yes,
Taco Cat.
Sir Nacho Taco Cat Barrington the First Esquire
has refused pets.
Yeah, those are that's only one of the cats. We also have Mike the Chunky Liar. And he is a chunky boy. We love him, but when he sits on you, he's like, oh, you feel it.
All of these cats have like modern manga length names.
And then I'm surrounded by cats now. You'll love to see it. And we are going to just pet one cat at random.
Oh, these are cats? I thought they were squirrels.
Nope, they're cats. Those are musk cats. And then we see the biggest cat of them all. And so we pet the cat, we get a ring. And we have 4 of the rings now. Wow, game. Wow. Which is great because that'll help our defenses quite a bit. We actually have both the Palma and Raycross rings, which are both lightning resistant rings. Which we usually give those to our droids, and it will basically make them so they're not going to take any damage to lightning attacks, which is great because they're actually very weak to lightning. Because, hey, they're machines. That's what happens. So we're going to do a quick... I'm going to give you the motor ring. I'm giving you the... I need you to actually be able to attack a little bit, I think. So I'm going to give you the Palma ring, or excuse me, the Raycross ring. I'm going to give you the Palm ring because you need a little extra defense. You can have the Algo ring. And so we got a minor boss here. Please be Juza. Of course, it's not Juza. Why would it be? So I actually have to go through the entire dungeon in order to get to the last boss I need. But we got a little guardian there, not a big deal. So we're walking through. But yes, we did pet the cat here.
That's a dog. I was not ready for the cat with wings. It was adorable.
Me too. Ideally, and for the sake of speed, if I was racing, I would not have gone to Mistvale unless I was absolutely looking for the Psycho Wand, which I am. But I would have prioritized the boss locations first because this is a boss hunt scene. However, we're having fun tonight. This is the last run of the night. I'm sure everyone's tired, and my brain is like, I should be doing this, and I was like, no, do this instead. It's like, no, this sounds like fun. Let's do this, and so more marathon means more donations. So
absolutely,
I am
more
always
time for donuts. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for the content.
So this is Juza. This is actually. It's going to be an easy fight, but I'm going to buff anyway because force of habit. So this is the last minor boss I need to fight. And I can't insta-kill it, unfortunately, but I can hurt it pretty bad. And now that Alice actually has a weapon that can deal damage, she actually can do quite a bit.
Bosses in this game really love shoulder pads.
They do. They love their pauldrons. And it should be just about dead. I'm getting a lot of crits for sure, but I did swap. I just remember I did actually swap the HP with the guard, with the climate center guard with the boss here to make it more of a challenge. So I'm like, why did it take it so long to kill? It's like, that's why I forgot I did that. All right, so that's done. We got Juza down, and our last Amber Eye. So I will probably get gear for Alice just so everybody has something. I don't need to, but you know what? At this stage in the game, I'm just going to. I'm actually going to go heal first before I do anything because we get to go to everybody's favorite spot, Garbage Tower, as we affectionately call it. Yep, Garbage Tower is coming up, which is going to have one of my final two bosses. It's probably going to have Dark Force too because we all like to say, is this even randomized? Because Dark Force 2 is the vanilla boss of Garbage Tower.
Always hangs out in Garbage Tower.
Yep.
Now, are there any garbage plates in Garbage Tower? Because there was a lot of talk of garbage plates in the chat earlier.
Oh, I'll let you all be the judge of that. So, I'm just going to save real quick. I don't need to because it actually works, but a little flashing screen warning real quick. And we need the Eclipse Torch to be able to access this. So, welcome to Garbage Tower. It's also known as the Flesh Tower of this game. The reason we call it Garbage Tower is because nobody likes to go in here. It's got a high encounter rate. It's very dangerous, normally. We're at level 37, though, so we're very over-leveled right now. And we also get to touch the eye. Who doesn't like to touch the eye? Ugh. I'm shuddering at that thought myself. Syl says nothing.
You know, it's a lot of equal opportunity petting in this game. We pet the cat, we pet the dog, we pet the eye.
Pet the eye, yes, exactly. We don't discriminate against what we pet in this game. If there is something to be pet, it gets pet. Cats, sandworms, dogs, eyes, dark forest, you know, all the right things. Please don't touch the eyes. I'm sorry. You actually have to touch the eyes in order to open up walls to advance. There's two of them. You do need to touch both of them.
Maybe you put eye drops in it. Let's.
I mean, you'd think with all the mucus that you're seeing in this tower, that would be working fine itself to do that. But yeah.
No.
So, this is the garbage plate of the game, basically. Except the thing is, it's so much garbage nobody even wants. It's not even like good garbage like garbage food is. It's like just garbage. But yeah, this is what
this tower needs a lozenge.
Yep, it does. I'm going to need one after this myself. It's not like last Saturday when I speedrun Lunar 2 for the sake of CD and it took 13.5 hours. And that my voice was really bad.
Have to apply to really longathon for that one.
So I had my reasons to run it on Saturday, and my community and my friends all showed up and gave a lot of love and support, and that was very much appreciated that day. It's always appreciated. But it's going to be one of those games like, I am not digging that one out for a long time. It's not that the game's not fun, it's not that the speedrun isn't fun, it's just an endurance.
Yeah, I hope you, like, stop to eat food.
Oh, I am grateful my girlfriend is a really good cook, and she was just handing me food all day. And I had it timed out where I would go use the bathroom during certain animated cutscenes, because you can't skip cutscenes in that game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not short.
No, they're not. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the Laconia crown on you this time. Save. Alright, is this even randomized? Is this even randomized? That's Dark Force 2. So, out of all places Dark Force 2 could be, this is actually probably one of the best spots, because Shadow Breath is actually not going to kill us. Shadow Breath scales off attack power. And this is not a very high stat-powered area, so it's nothing to really worry about. We're going to go ahead and Vision, Legion, and I need you to actually heal. I need to upgrade that macro, because it's only on Kairej right now. It does have Lightning Shower as well, which would do a ton of damage to Ren and Demi, but both of them have a Lightning Resist ring, so Lightning Shower is what I want to see. Evil Eye is fine as well, so we're just going to... We should not have any issues here, to be honest.
Dark Force 2 also taking us to the gun show in a completely different way.
Oh yeah, this is the Spooter.
Maybe the Gam show. Like, I can't really tell. This arms, legs. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. So, the thing I need to talk about with random boss AI, and I did started mentioning it earlier, and then I got sidetracked because of ADHD. But so every monster in the game actually has 8 slots that they have abilities attached to, and when they use an ability, they can't use that same slot again in a row. They have to go to another one. So if say they have an ability that's in slot 1, they can't use that slot 1 ability until the turn after. So you would then have they would choose from 2 to 7, excuse me, 2 to 8, and then it just kind of repeats like that a lot. So I'm actually getting really lucky here. Normally in vanilla, Evil Eye is only on 1 slot, so it will not cast it back to back, and it's guaranteed not to. However, because of random boss AI, it seems to be on multiple, and he's loving to spam it. And everyone's pretty resistant to it. Both Ren and Demi are actually resistant to sleep and stun effects. Because they're androids, they're gonna wake up. Oh my god. Okay, that was not a Eureka moment, that's fine. Go ahead and use this one. And, but yeah, he's just spamming Evil Eye, and Rika, of course, is not with him. Because, thank you, Rika. Although I do remember something. Let's see if I break the game. I'm going to test this real quick, because I actually remembered that I programmed this in, but I don't remember if it actually works 100%. The All-Shleen actually works to wake up your party member. And of course, we're not going to test it because I just killed. You know what? Another day. So I'm hoping for the Cycle Wand here. If I do, we're in go mode. Photon Eraser is not the Cycle Wand. Not complaining though. Photon Eraser is the droid's strongest weapon. I'm going to give it to Ren because Demi's my healer. So it means that I need to hunt for the Cycle Wand, and there's a few dungeons. Rappy Cap, Airy. Rappy Cap. Equip. Rappy Cap, thank you. So, there's a few dungeons left that I can check out that could have it. Knowing Cap, though, that Cycle Wand is in, Soldier's Island, which would mean I would need to go back and kill Saluz. I have a better chance to do it because I got some heavier hitters with the Moonslasher and the Photon Eraser. But I'd rather not have that fight because I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna need a... Excuse me. I'm still gonna need another Guard Rod. I don't have the money for that right now. So, we're just gonna clear out a couple other dungeons that don't have anything exciting going on for them. So if there's anything to say, good time for it.
Alrighty, I was just hitting refresh there for a hot second. I want to remind everybody that they are watching Winter Pride 2023 here on Twitch, run by Power Up with Pride. We're running from December 14th through December 17th for about 18 hours each day, and we are benefiting Point of Pride. To find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream, or use !charity in chat. If you're interested in donating, you can type !donate in chat, find the schedule by using !schedule, or see the incentives with !incentives. Or you can ask your friendly neighborhood host to tell you about the incentives. We are looking to unlock bonus game 1 tomorrow. That is Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Y'all have been doing an incredible job. We've gone from having $55 towards that to $270 out of the $500 we need to unlock it. That means we are only $230 away. We are more than halfway there. We're also looking to unlock the D4 DJ Easter egg song showcase. I'm going to get that whole game title, the D4 DJ Groovy Mix. We're looking to unlock the Easter egg song showcase, and I heard there's music from Sailor Moon, there's music from Pop Team Epic. It's gonna be incredible, but we do need to unlock it. So we have $20 out of the $250 we need to unlock that. Do remember, when you're getting those donations in for Pona Pride, that those incentives do not click on themselves. You have to click them. Everybody's been doing an amazing job, though. All the donations that have been coming in have been going towards our incentives. I want to thank the lovely, lovely community for their generosity. And please keep them coming if you can afford to do so.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, killing a little bit more time here. Not killing time here, because that's not what I'm doing, but the things that I'm
killing time in a speed run.
Exactly. In a speed run of a randomizer. No, I need some more money right now, and I'm also clearing out my inventory. I got an amber eye colors. Actually, I don't want the color scarf. That's fine. And black shield. Alright, so I got plenty of money. I should have enough for another guard rod, which I will get before I go back to Soldier's Island. We're gonna check out. We got one more. I just know it. I know that Cap did this to me. That's the Psycho Wands in Soldier's Island, but I am too stubborn because I'm gonna
get in your head now, Ari. I can hear it. I can hear it happening.
He's living rent free. I mean, and I'm not a landlord, so I'm not charging rent anyway. I never charge rent to anybody. I'm nice. I'm a nice girl like that. Oh my god, I just remembered. Which way is it? I changed it up on this one. I think it's left side now. It used to be right side. It's left side now, I think. I'm also looking for one more ring. The Diesel ring is also out there somewhere, which that could be here as well. So I still need that. I still need Cycle Wand, and there's one more key item, which, oh my god, I just remembered. So we have the junk item as well. That is also in. Actually, or did I remove that? I don't remember. But if the Cycle Wand's not here, we are in 100% seed. And I don't even want to look at a time right now. I am sure I am not in good times right now. I mean, we're having great times, but it's not a good time.
We're having a good time.
We're just having a good time. I'm not even going to look at that. So let's see what's here. There it is. I don't need to go back to Soldier's Island. That's the item I'm looking for. We are in go mode.
Hooray!
So I'm going to go ahead and swing by. Once we go to Matavia, I'm going to swing by and grab another guard rod. I'm going to grab, because I got the amber eye, I'm going to just go get the last guard mail that I need. And we're just going to face roll the rest of the game. Literally, that's what we're going to do, is face roll. And I don't say that literally because how would you literally face roll something?
Painfully?
Painfully, or... Actually, I feel like any type of rolling of the face is going to be painful. You are probably right. Shoot. That is something I wanted. That, where the heck? Oh, I probably should get a storm gear. No, I really, okay. Guard rod. And I'm going to probably buy a soul dew as well, just to be on the safe side. That is one expensive soul dew in this seed. The moon dews are cheap though, but oh, Kira, you actually have that stuff too. Why was I not paying attention to what you can use? So, normally...
The prices are actually randomized too? Oh my gosh.
Yes, so they're randomized, and this one particular seed has high variance. So it's, basically, each item has a base price. High variance is plus or minus anywhere from 0 to 50%. So there's a lot of variance in that.
Did you just take armor from that kid in the bed?
I did. I very much took armor from that kid in the bed. I traded the Amber Eye for it, so, you know, he's not getting away.
Okay, alright.
I really need to get another piece of gear for Kira right now, because she actually does not have... I'm going to try and give her double shields. I really need to give her another shield. It's 4:30. I'm not thinking. Let's see. Can I get her... Plasma Field, actually. Oh, and I just enough money for it, too. Plasma Field actually is a really cool shield to have. And this is true even in vanilla. Plasma Field actually completely nullifies laser base attacks. The only reason the speed run is possible is because during that triplet fight in the air castle, where they use that combination attack, that is actually laser based. So we give a plasma field to Rika, give her the silver tusk, and we solo that fight with Rika in the vanilla speedrun. If we didn't have that plasma field have that ability to do that, that fight would be a lot more dangerous than it already is. And the speedrun would probably be even longer because you would need to grind out some levels, most likely. So having that on Kira is going to make it so she's going to be a bit beefier, and she'll be able to absorb some of the laser damage. However, that being said, Profound Darkness is the great equalizer and has an ability called Canceling. And what Canceling does is removes all buffs that you have for the entire team. And it also removes the plasma field's effect where it absorbs laser damage. So basically, that person is just wielding a shield at that point, with no special properties. I don't know if it was meant to be programmed like that, but it is programmed like that. But yeah, Profound Darkness is the great equalizer, and the best thing is, at least with the randomizer, there's nothing really randomized about Profound Darkness. The AI is actually not randomized with her, so she's still going to be the same way she is in vanilla. Her stats aren't randomized. And it's, as long as you got a certain level, you should be fine. We're at level 38, a little bit low, but I'm also geared to the teeth, so... there's Rephase. We're gonna just throw out the buffs, and we're just gonna macro our way... we can't macro our way through it, because Kira's... Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? So, Rephase is, you might remember, if you've actually played vanilla, that Rephase is a hidden boss in the Anger Tower in Rycross. Sorry, my words are starting to escape me now because I'm really tired. I'm definitely wanting to wrap this up soon as well. I'm sure everybody else wants to go to bed, but they're excited to hear my voice, and they want to stay here and say cheer. They just want to cheer my name. That's what it is. Absolutely.
It's true. It's completely true. And I wanted to ask if the name of this randomizer actually comes from that boss.
Yes.
That's cool.
I gave it that name because why not? It sounds cool. Why not do it?
Well, it means something to like anybody who's played the game, so it's cool.
Yeah, it was originally... I changed the name of it recently, so... Because it was... I decided it didn't flow well, so I changed the name to Distortion, and it seems to work fine. At least I haven't heard any complaints. So Rephase is that optional boss in Phantasy Star 4 that's actually not beatable. Because you face him one-on-one against Chaz, or with Chaz, and he has too much HP for you to be able to actually beat him. You can do it with cheating, but you can't really do it without cheating. So, however, I did program him. He's got the same stats, resistances as his brothers Salu's and Devar's. which means that he has resistances to physical, gravity, and fire.
Wow, I was not ready for wherever this is.
Oh, my apologies. This is I know there is a patch out there that patches some of this out. I need to get the code for it because I can implement it into the randomizer. But this is definitely the trippiness, and having been awake for so long today, and this is definitely hit me.
You're like, am I imagining this level? What is happening?
Is this the real life, or is this just Phantasy Star? So I'm going to set up a couple macros here before I actually get into the final boss. And remember to take off the Rappy Cap, because that's not going to help me here. Lacko Crown, double checking everybody's armor and everything. Guard Mail, Thunder Moon Slasher, Plasma Field Guard Robe, yada yada. I wish I should have kept a shield or two with. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and split the shields up. Give you the laser barrier. That's actually going to barrier your defenses. Alright. Barrier Snow Crowd, Saner, Power Shield, Corrosion. That should be fine. We're gonna go ahead. Demi's gonna Mayres, attack, and Mayfoy. We're gonna then set up a. I'm actually gonna do a double guard rod heal strat in this seed because I only have one healer at the moment, and that. And I don't have a way to restore a TP with this particular team, or my technique points, so I'm being safe with how much I can actually use. Let's see, I probably should have gotten Aegis with that last one, because then I could have just done that. Anyways, moving on. Setting up just a few macros to handle just about any situation. Let's see, Demi with Guard Rod, Kira with Guard Rod. I did buy a second one, right? I did, okay. Guard Rod, Rika, Double Slash, Random Attack, Alice Attack. And that should set me up for just about every situation, unless I want an all-out, which I can do that as well. So that's an all-out macro, which means everyone's attacking. Alright, final boss. Let's do this. On the bright side, this was not a hundo seed. I did not finish Soldier's Island. I went, I saw, I did not conquer. I kind of got conquered there. But anyways, I hope everyone's enjoyed Power Up with Pride so far, and I hope everyone is enjoying this run. If anyone does have questions about this randomizer, feel free to ask me. We do have a Discord. We have a wonderful, wonderful community that is not going to shadow breath you like Profound Darkness just did to me. I promise they won't. Okay, I can't guarantee some of us won't, but I am the profound one. I might.
Unlike that tower before, this community has lozenges.
Yeah. I could use one right now. So one good thing about the macros is that targeting is actually really nice, especially for single target heals. The single target heals are always going to target whoever has the lowest percentage of their max HP. So you can, as you can see, this is normally in a vanilla run. We're going to set up macros like throughout the entire game. It's kind of harder to do that in randomizer. So since this boss we know where it is and what we can do with it, we kind of just bye Kira, nice having you. Wow, that was not cool. Let's go ahead and use Vision. I'm actually this should be a switch over, so I'm actually going to go ahead and use Moondew, and we'll just get that up without having to use regen. We have a wonderful community. We do normally have weekly seeds, but we've been kind of on a hiatus of that recently. Things have been very busy, so. But if you like free enterprise and you want a kind of a different flavor of game, this is actually a really good one to pick up, especially if you are a fan of Sega, if you're a fan of the series. Again, the community is great, and they'll be more than happy to help out with anything. And if they aren't, they're changing my name again from Airy to Ire, because they will receive my ire at that point.
It's an interesting second phase. Is kind of a callback to that other boss before.
Oh, wait till you see phase 3.
Okay.
Wait till you see phase 3.
Oh wait, the one thing it has in common is lots of pointy teeth.
Oh, it does have less pointy teeth anyway. That's the least thing you're gonna notice though. So this phase is usually pretty dangerous because it has a lot of lightning attacks, a lot of AoE, but we're melting through it pretty quick. Thankfully, we got plenty of strong weapons. So here comes phase 3. The teeth are not something you're gonna notice right off the bat. This is
ultimate form, less teeth.
Less teeth. A lot more claw though.
Yeah, more claws.
So this is the danger spot of the game, and it's going to always lead off with McGee, and this is one where we need to heal very soon. So we set up the macros in such a way that, and because we have Sander, we should be able to outturn Profound Darkness, and basically just go with this. We're kind of hoping to see McGee over and over again. What we don't want to see is canceling. Evil Eye is a free attack. We like to see that. Canceling, because of the way Profound Darkness is, she can use canceling and then use McGee right off the bat. And if that happens, this team is probably going to wipe. And that's true even in vanilla. That should be fine. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use Sky Rod on this one. Brian. Oh, that's right. Kira died, so she does not have the buff anymore. All right, I can fix this. So I'm glad I caught that because Kira got outturned. So that was actually, as much as I hate to say it, that was lucky. We're gonna go ahead and re-Sander her, and you're gonna go ahead with. Actually, I'm gonna have you attack this turn.
Yeah, a little bit of a flashing light warning for this boss.
Yes, I apologize. It is something I do plan on patching. I just need to know where to get, or where in the code to change it. Okay, so that's the plasma field in action right there. You saw Kira took 1 damage. Her physical attacks are laser based, so you'd love to see Kira kind of take that if she's got the plasma field anyway. We're gonna do our free attack, and there's McGee again. So especially with Kira buffed back up with her agility, we should be safe. Even if she gets outturned again, 1 guard rod should suffice. The guard rod has been buffed in randomizer, so that if you have a team that doesn't have any healing spells, then this can work. One thing I do also want to mention about Rando is, so you've probably noticed, you've probably gone through these games, you've seen some of these abilities like Nefoy or Zan or Sar. What do those do, you may be asking? Because Phantasy Star loves their weird naming conventions. But not to worry, because in Randomizer there is an option that you can actually give all abilities and items common names that you would see in like other RPGs. So Foy becomes Fire. Easy, right? Easy to learn. So, in doing that, and also one thing that is great about that is that because that rolls at the end of the seed, it means that if... Okay, so Alshling didn't work like that. What it means is that if you are somebody who's more used to Final Fantasy, and you are playing somebody who actually knows Phantasy Star really well, you can actually set up your... I'm actually going to have you attack. Or I'm going to use Guard Rod. You can set up the seeds to race somebody so that you can play on the simplified naming convention, and they can play on the normal naming convention, and you're still playing the same seed. And it's very friendly like that. That at least I find it's friendly like that. Because again, one of the gatekeeping things about this game is the naming conventions, and without the instruction manual, you don't really know what's what. And yeah, the item names can also be simplified. I'm actually just going to use this one just because Demi's kind of getting low on TP at this point. So yeah, you can change the item names, you can change the ability names, and that's time.
Yay!
Yay.
GG!
GG's. We did it. We saved Algo. We defeated the Profound Darkness again. That wasn't a bad seed. It was nearly hundo, but that's because I let the seed roller get into my head, thinking this was gonna be a hat trick seed. And yeah, wow, this was actually below estimate. I'm kind of curious now what the time was.
Looks like we're sitting at a 146.10.
What was my estimate anyway? I thought I gave it
Your estimate was 130.
I thought it was 130. That was not below estimate. I was lied to. I demand a refund.
Like, what? Who said that was below estimate?
This was not below estimate. This was a rusty fun time. Okay. I will forgive you there. I will forgive you.
Look, it wasn't too far over the estimate. You're doing fine. I had a great time. I hope chat had a great time. I hope you had a great time.
I had a wonderful time. This couch is calling me pretty soon.
I was gonna say, I hope you have a wonderful time going the hecky to sleep.
my couch is literally 1 foot away from me. And I probably actually could have done this run from the couch too, just laying on the couch, being like, "Yep, let's do." It might have actually been faster if I did that. That's right. Sil mentioned there was no canceling in that one, so that was the best Profound Darkness fight you could actually ask for. So
plans for next time: do the run from the couch, pet the cat incentive, pet the dog incentive.
Or have my girlfriend on couch with me, have her play this, even though she's never played this game before in her life.
That doesn't sound like a marathon strat, but you know, you do you.
That's why we save it for the end of a day like this, because things could just go sideways. But for a rusty run, I remembered quite a bit on it, so I'm not really complaining about that. So, but yeah, again, I'm LadyErianna. Shoutouts to Power Up with Pride. Thank you for having me twice in this marathon, and hopefully my energy level was good enough to close this off with. Shoutouts to the RPG Valkyries. Sporadic, thank you so much. It was a joy having you here.
It was absolutely my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Shoutouts to the Profound Distortion community. You know you're all loved, and I wouldn't have if it weren't for you pushing me along, I wouldn't have put the randomizer to where it is. So, thank you for all the inspiration and all the ideas and the cheering that you've done for me. Thank you to all my friends and everybody. So, and my partners, love you all. That is it for me. I hope you all have yourselves a good night.
Thank you so much for that fascinating and somewhat hilarious.
we unfortunately though did not see the Rappy King.
You know, at least we did get to see the sprite, and that was adorable. So that was Phantasy Star 4 Profound Distortion, the 5-character boss hunt with classes.
With classes.
With classes. And thank you so much. And everyone, that is, in fact, the final run of the day. Not the final run of the marathon. Just the final run of the day. So, I hope y'all are hype for a lot more Power Up with Pride. We still got 2 more days of this marathon for y'all. So, I hope you will join us tomorrow morning. That's the timing, at least, for myself, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Peggle Deluxe Adventure Mode, Brassbeat's gonna be running that for all y'all. In the meantime, we're gonna be shutting it down here pretty soon, and we're gonna be raiding somebody. So hang out for just a minute more, and if you're a night owl like me, or if you're in a different time zone where you're heckin' awake, then hang out for the raid. This has been an absolute joy to host, and I will be back hosting one more time for the finale of this very marathon. I hope that you all are hyped for it, because it is a Metroid Planets race. It's on Sunday night. I'm super hyped for that. It is yes, it is gonna be incredible. That's gonna start around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday night. All right, friends. So that's going to do it for Power Up with Pride for this evening. Just going to remind y'all again that we will be back tomorrow morning. Now, we do have a raid target that is Disfiguring the Goddess. That's their name, or DTG, and they are a smaller trans speedrunner. They are learning a Final Fantasy VII speedrun. Please bring a lot of hype for them as we raid them now. Hope you all have a lovely morning or evening or whatever time it is for you.